independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and welcome to this week's YouTube Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday, or not Monday, sorry, it used to be Monday, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I would love for you to join us every week. Bring your crafty friends along with you. Invite them to join us as well. It's always fun. I have a new project or card. I try to teach you something new, whether it's a crafting technique that maybe you haven't seen before, or show you some new products or things like that. So Wednesday's always fun because it's halfway through the week. It's a nice little break from everything that's going on, and you can just sit and have a drink, maybe a little snack, and watch me make a little fun craft. So I hope everybody's having a great week. I hope everything's going awesome for you. Summertime is pretty much here, as I can tell by the weather here in Florida. It's definitely warm. My son is finishing school this week. Friday is his last day. He's so excited. He can't wait. He's counting down. He's got 2 more days and then they're done for the summer, and he cannot wait. He's finishing up 7th grade, going to be going into 8th grade next year. And he just can't wait to sleep in and be lazy over the weekend. So he's really excited about it. So as you join, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I love seeing where you guys come in from. I have viewers from all over the country and the world. Sometimes I have people that hop on from different countries as well. But as you join, please say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I love hearing from you guys during the stream too. I don't want to just talk to myself. I want to talk to you too. So say hello. What have you been up to? Did you have any fun weekend plans? Do you have any fun weekend plans for this upcoming weekend? I'm trying to think. We don't really have a lot going on this weekend, but the next couple weekends after that, we have plans. My nephew's getting married next weekend. And then my sister's having a birthday, so we're going to go visit and see her at my parents' house. So lots of fun things going on, but summertime is a little busy, but it's still a nice time to relax. So, all right, well, I will go ahead and flip the camera around. Let me make sure I have my video up here on my tablet so I can see your comments as you guys join. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around. We're going to get into a couple of updates, and then we'll get started with today's project. I have a fun masculine project for you today. Did everybody enjoy free shipping yesterday? I hope you guys took advantage of that. That was a fantastic deal. I know lots of people placed orders yesterday during free shipping. If you did, just be patient, because with the influx of orders during free shipping, it takes a little bit longer to get all those orders out. But I know the shipping department's doing big things. They always call in for extra help, and they do their best to get it out as soon as possible. So just be a little patient, but you will get your orders. So, oh, Jeanne, I'm so glad you enjoyed your prize. Thank you. All right, so let me switch the camera around and we'll go over a couple things here. All right. Oh, I don't want to show you what we're making just yet. Okay, so bingo. I am hosting an online bingo session on June 26th on my YouTube channel. So I need 10 people to sign up to be able to make this event happen, to cover my costs and the prizes for bingo. And the deadline to sign up is June 12th. Right now I have 5 people signed up, so I need 5 more people to sign up by June 12th in order to make this happen. So if you're interested in bingo, please email me at jen@stampcampwithjen.com and let me know that you'd like to sign up. So how it'll work is we're gonna play 3 rounds of bingo, and we're gonna have 3 projects to make in between bingo. If you sign up for bingo, you'll get those 3 project kits in the mail ahead of time. So you should have it about the time that we play bingo, but I do recommend that you wait until after the live bingo to put the projects together. That way you can just kind of sit, enjoy, watch the crafting demonstrations, and then play bingo when bingo happens, and kind of focus more on bingo and winning a prize. Each bingo round will have 1 winner, and the prize is a $50 shopping spree. And what else? Oh, and then when you get your kits in the mail too, so the cost is $40 and it covers the three card kits for the cards that we'll be making during bingo. It covers shipping and a little surprise gift in your bingo kit that you'll be getting. What else? And then, oh, and then if you sign up for bingo, so after the event is over, you'll get the tutorials for all 4 kits. It'll be like individual recordings with the tutorials so that you can watch them. You don't have to watch the whole bingo event all over again. And you'll get a tutorial for the little surprise gift that's in your kit as well. So like I said, if you'd like to sign up, please contact me. I have 5 people signed up. I need at least 5 more to make it happen. And the deadline to sign up is June 12th. I will send a PayPal invoice out for payment around June 10th for those that have signed up if we can make it happen. But I will email everybody as it gets a little closer to and let you know if we're going to be able to do it or not. So like I said, I really need more participants. So if you'd like to play, please let me know. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make, like I said, 3 projects, play 3 rounds of bingo. It's going to be a good time. So if you have any questions before signing up, you can always reach out to me as well. All right, so for those of you that enjoy Stamp & Storage is having a week-long Memorial Day sale. Everything online at stampandstorage.com is 15% off. You don't need to put a code in or anything, but shipping rates do apply to your orders, okay? And that's going on through May 27th. So if you wouldn't mind, if you do decide you'd like to purchase, I would love it if you would use my affiliate link that's listed on my Facebook page. And we will, and that way I get a small commission when you use my affiliate link, but I highly recommend Stamp & Storage. You can go on my website, stampcampwithjen.com, and see various ways that I use it in my craft room if you need some ideas as well. Oh, Sandy, great. If you could just email me and then pick 5 numbers, 1 through 25, just 5 random numbers. If you don't want to pick them, that's fine. I can pick them for you. But if you'd rather pick them and email me, that would be great. And I'll put you on the list as well. So thank you so much. All right, so this is just a friendly reminder that I do offer monthly Stamp Camp to Go card kits. I have a monthly subscription where if you sign up, you save 10%. A one-time payment is $39. If you subscribe monthly, it's $35. I send out a different kit each month. I'm still working on the one for this month. My plan is to have it done by the end of this week and start sharing those details with you. It usually goes out to my newsletter subscribers first. So if you're interested in the details, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter and you'll get all the information first. But normally there's 4 cards with like a stamp set or a bundle, and then you get 2 card kits for each card design. So total, you're going to make a total of 8 cards. You get a PDF and a video tutorial, as well as the supply list and measurements for each card as well. So if you're interested in that, you can always go to stampcampwithjen.com and sign up for that. And when you subscribe to the monthly subscription, after 6 consecutive months of subscribing, you pick a free stamp set up to $25 in value as a thank you for being a loyal subscriber. Hi, Becky. Thanks so much for joining us from Kentucky. All right, so there's a little over a week left to take advantage of the In Color Starter Kit special. So right now, when you become a demonstrator, now through May 31st, you can pick, you get over $230 worth of product and you only pay $99 plus you get free shipping. So right now they're including this In Color bundle. With the new In Colors, you get all 5 of the ink pads, 8.5 by 11 cardstock pack, the DSP, and the markers. That's an $82 value that you're getting for free. You get to pick $125 worth of products for only $99. And then in your starter kit, you always get a free paper pumpkin kit as well. Now, it's not guaranteed which paper pumpkin kit you'll get. It's one of the more recent ones. But they don't tell you which paper pumpkin kit you're going to get. But you'll also get a box of the current catalog. So right now you would get an 8-pack of the annual catalogs, as well as some other business supplies. So if this is something you're interested in, this is a really great value. I was looking it up today, and this is actually a better deal than the demonstrator offer that they had during Celebration, which is surprising because the Celebration offer to join is almost always one of the best ones of the year. But I did the math, and this is actually a little bit better because that glass mat that they were offering during Celebration was a $60 value, and this is an $82 value. So it's a little bit better deal actually. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love to have you be a demonstrator on our team. It's lots of fun. We do lots of fun challenges. We have monthly meetings that aren't obligatory, but they're lots of fun. I do card swaps sometimes with the team. We do lots of really cool, fun things. So if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, please reach out to me if you have any questions. There's absolutely no obligation. So worst comes to worst, you pick out a bunch of products and you decide, oh, it's not for me. And you drop from being a demonstrator and you get all this stuff that you only paid $99 for. So it's a really good deal. And when you become a demonstrator, you also get to preview things like online exclusives or products from the new catalogs coming up. So with the introduction of online exclusives a few months ago, online exclusives are coming out every few months. So we have a catalog, a couple months later we have online exclusives, a couple months later we have a catalog, and that cycle kind of repeats. So we just had the annual catalog. Now the next round of products is coming out through the online exclusives at stampinup.com. So this may be shocking to see a holiday picture, but the new online exclusives that are coming out this summer are actually going to have some holiday themed products in there, which is really exciting. I was really excited about it. So if you become a demonstrator during this In Color Starter Kit special, you will actually get to see the new products on June 5th and start ordering them. If you don't care about seeing that stuff early and you're like, oh, I can wait, that's fine. They will be available to customers on July 3rd. So right around that 4th of July weekend, something else to look forward to, new holiday products. So it's like Christmas in July, right? So just something to consider. That's one of my favorite things about being a demonstrator is being able to see all of the new products before anybody else and getting to order them. I especially love the holiday stuff. So this time of year is really exciting for me because I love seeing all the fall and Halloween and Christmas stuff that comes out. It's so weird to think about that stuff in the summertime, but it's right around the corner, guys. And that mini catalog will be coming out in like September is when people will be able to order from the holiday mini catalog. So it's sneaking up on us. Hi, Yvette. Thanks so much for joining us. Okay, so do you guys want to see the project we're making? So I have a little treat box today. So this is the little project that we're making. I figured Father's Day is right around the corner, so why not make a little treat box for Dad, right? And dads love a good pun, so I thought this was really cute. My husband is always looking up like dad jokes and trying to stump my son with them. And I was asking him today, what was the most recent dad joke that you told Ethan? And he said it was, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Ha ha ha. And he's always coming up with those funny little dad jokes, and it just cracks me up. So he tries to stump Ethan, and a lot of times he's heard him before, or he can usually figure him out too. I'm always stumped because I just don't think like that, I guess. But I thought that was super cute. And I apparently came up with a new one today, and he wouldn't tell me what it was. So, so this is actually pretty simple, but I have some cool techniques that I'm going to show you with this one today. So this is really just a little belly band that we're making. And it's a little snug, which is all right. We want it to be. And this is actually a scalloped gift box that you can put a gift card in. I didn't put a gift card in here just yet. And I put little Dad's root beer candies in here. So this is where I got the inspiration for kind of the the project theme and the colors and everything are all supposed to kind of match up with our little root beer candies here. Oops. So that's what inspired this project today. And I don't really like soda that much, but I love root beer. And so I bought a bunch of these. I bought these a while ago, actually. So we have a little candy shop near here called Grandpa Joe's Candy Shop, and it is full of all kinds of candy that's they have like holiday candy during the holidays, like Christmas or fall. Like we went around Halloween time and they had little skeleton gummy candies and stuff. They have candy from other countries. It's just really cool. So I'm going to show you how to make this little belly band. Oh, and if you need the candy for this project, I do have a My Favorite Things tab on my website now, and I became an Amazon affiliate. So I do have an Amazon link to these if you need these for your project. And just know that if you use that link, I will earn a commission on any purchases you make through that link. So I would love it if you shop with me if you need to find this candy. But to be honest, I think you can find like the Walmart version at Walmart. You can get a little bag of them for like a couple bucks too. So, but if you want a big bunch of them to make for a bunch of dads, if you want a big like bag of them, you could definitely order them online if you can't find them in the stores. So, okay, so we're going to use, I'm going to show you how to make this basic box here. So this is actually my last one. I always buy the treat packaging that Stampin' Up! Comes up with. I think they are awesome, and it just makes gifting really easy. So this is the Scalloped gift card boxes. They are food safe. It says right on the package there, and 10 of them come in a box or in a package. And they come with, this is the box itself. And then this is the little gift card holder insert, okay? So you could leave this out if you don't want to make it a gift card holder and just use the box, or you can use both of them together. So I've got like some extra ones because I just used the box and didn't want the gift card insert. So it's completely up to you what you want to do with that. Okay. And then you'll notice there's a matte side, which you can stamp on. And then there's a shiny side, and the shiny side is the food safe side, and that's going to be your inside, okay? So what you're going to do first is you just want to fold. You don't need to burnish it with your bone folder, but you just want to fold on all of those score lines. Just kind of help work that box along there. And Yvette, I just went over a couple things in the beginning of the video, like some Stampin' Up! Reminders, and I am hosting bingo next month if I can get enough people to sign up. I have 6 people now that Sandy signed up, and I need 10 people to sign up. So if you're interested, just let me know. You can always email me and let me know, and all the details for bingo are on my website there. Okay, so with the box facing this way, so we want to take these little tabs and fold them in, and then these little side tabs are going to fold over, and you can kind of see in here there's a little groove, and then where this little tab is, there's like a little teeny tab over here. So that tab is going to go in that groove and kind of help that box just stick in place. So you just kind of push that down and it'll fit snugly in that little groove right there. Okay. We'll do the same thing with this side. So those tabs go in, the side goes up and over, and you push that little tab into that groove and it holds it in place. Okay. And then this long tab, or this long piece, has 2 little tabs, and we fold that in last, and that will go in these tabs right here, and that'll hold the box in place. I've got it nice and snug. So that's the basics for this box. Really easy to put together. And since it is food safe, if you wanted to take like a bag of M&Ms or something like that, you could open it and put, or jelly beans or whatever, you could open that and put those in here too. But I had those wrapped candies and I thought they were cute for this. So, all right. And then we'll take our little gift card holder here, and it's got a little flap. So we're just going to fold that down. And I'm going to take a little bit of Seal Plus. You could use tear and tape, liquid glue, whatever. And then what I like to do is where this little seam is, I like to line it up with the score line on the edge of the box. And you just try to center it and then push it in. Okay, and there is your little gift card piece. But like I said, that's totally optional. You could leave that out if you don't want to put a gift card in there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill with some candy. Just like that. And then this will lie flat on top. Now, when you put your gift card in here, you want to be careful because these little corners can be a little tricky. So you don't want to like shove it in too hard so that it rips off the corner of that piece there. Okay, you just want to be really careful with that. Let's see if I can find a gift card so I can show you real quick. Have this little Dunkin' Donuts gift card I'll try to show you. So you just want to be kind of gentle. So just kind of lightly lift that up and stick it in there, and maybe just kind of work it in there a little bit before you stick it in. So maybe we'll do the top first because that's a little bit trickier. And then we'll just lightly put that in there. There we go. So not too bad. You just have to be careful not to really shove it in there really hard because it might break off those corners. You don't want to do that, okay? And then we just take this little scallop piece and put it in that box, okay? So now it's full. Now we need to make our little belly band. So we're gonna use this ever popular Country Woods Designer Series paper, and we're gonna cut a piece that's 4 inches wide by 9 inches long. So it's not really directional, so you don't have to worry about which way to cut it. I like it with the wood grain kind of going the little, I don't know what you call it, like the scratched up pieces going this way when I cut it. Now it does have this pattern on the back, and if you want to use the scraps a certain way, then I would kind of figure that out before cutting it. I really don't care, and I'm only cutting like a little 4-inch piece off of here, so I'm not really too concerned about that. But if you are, you can look at that and kind of go from there. We're gonna cut 4 inches, and then we need a 9-inch piece here. And go up to 9 inches and trim, okay? And then we're gonna score it at 3 inches, and then go up to 4 inches. And remember that light gray blade is the scoring, not the dark gray. The dark gray cuts, we don't want that one. So we're just gonna use the light gray. Go to 7 inches and 8 inches, okay? So we're just gonna fold and burnish these with our bone folder. Yeah, it's hard to think about Father's Day. It's almost a month away. Everybody's focused on, I think, like graduation and all kinds of stuff like that. So we're gonna fold this little piece over, and then the second score line from the right, we have this large panel now. We have 1, 2 score lines. We're gonna end up folding that over, and we'll press that down, and that'll make our belly band pretty even, okay? So I just wanted to show you that before we put our tear and tape on. So I'm gonna open this back up. So on this little flap, I'm gonna add 2 strips of tear and tape here. So 1 and 2. And then with tear and tape, I always take my bone folder and really press that tear and tape backing on there. And then we're gonna take our take your pick tool, and I like to use this little spatula end and kind of lift under that tear and tape backing, and that helps make it really easy to get that backing off of there. Okay, so like I said, you fold this little piece over, and then the second score line from the right, we're just gonna fold over and press down. And that is our simple little belly band that's perfect size for this box. So what I like to do is take that seam and push that towards the back here, and that's gonna go on the bottom. Now, when you put this belly band on, it might hit those little tabs where we push the sides in to keep those pieces in place. So just kind of squeeze the ends of the belly band to kind of lift it up over those tabs, but it fits like perfectly on here. It's a really nice size. So, all right. So next we are going to make, let's do our can first. So for the little can, we have the pieces from, let's see here. Oh, it's right here. To the other side here. So we're using the Simply Sparkling bundle for this. So the can, the soda can, and the top and the bottom here are from the Simply Sparkling dies. And then I'm using this You're So Delightful from the stamp set. So these are in the online exclusives. They are still available. I just checked earlier today, so you can still order these if you don't have this yet. And then the dad that we're using for the sentiment is from the Trusty Tools stamp set, okay? And then the other die we're using is from the Everyday Details dies. Now these are still available. These are in the online exclusives now. They're not in the catalog anymore, but they are still available if you haven't ordered these yet, okay? This is a really cool die set, and I'll show you why here in just a second. Okay, so first, we are going to take, this is Blueberry Bushel, and we're gonna die cut our little can here. And I have some scrap silver. Now, I'll be completely honest, this isn't the new silver foil. This is an old piece from the, was it silver, textured silver that had the 3 different shades of silver. So this is what I'm using, but we do have silver foil now, and I just ordered some actually yesterday during free shipping. But since I have this, I'm going to show you using this piece here. So I'm going to cut my excess here. So with this foil, we're going to use the adhesive sheets to put this on, okay? So this can be a little tricky because a lot of people have a hard time getting the backing off of the adhesive sheets. So the easiest thing to do is to take this pointy piece on your take your pick tool and kind of use it to try to lift up the backing from the adhesive sheets. Now, if that becomes a pain, you can grab a new adhesive sheet or a piece like this that has a little bit of a seam on there. It makes it a lot easier to peel them apart. And when you do that, you can cut down the size that you need and stick it on here like that. So I am actually gonna take that seam and line it up so it meets somewhere on the back here, and I'll show you why in just a second. So I'm gonna take the seam, make sure it goes over the back of my silver, and I'm just gonna trim this down. And this I found is one of the easiest ways to use these adhesive sheets. Okay, so this is roughly the same size as my silver piece now, right? So now you want to take the adhesive sheet, and when you peel it off, the sticky part is actually on the piece that you peel off of the backing. And we're going to stick this down on the silver, and then we're going to do the same thing on this other piece here. And we're going to stick this down on the silver here. Now, if they don't completely line up, that's totally fine. That's actually a good thing. It'll make it a lot easier for you when you go to die cut, okay? So having that seam, when you cut, it's a good idea to have it so that the piece that you cut is going to overlap what that seam is, so that it makes it easier to peel the backing off. And I'll show you in just a second here. But since that seam is towards the top, I'm gonna try to die cut the silver piece at the top where that seam is on the back side there. All right, so we'll do that real quick. I'll grab my machine. And I had all the plates just a second ago. What did I do with them? I'll be right here. All right. So normally I try to do this ahead of time, but I wanted to show you guys how these little tricks work with the adhesive sheets, because I know they can be frustrating. So I wanted to give you kind of an easy way to use them. So we're gonna put this one here. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. And again, that seam is on the back, and we will die cut towards the top there. Okay. All right, zoom back in. Uh-oh, it shifted. Shoot. And that's why you tape it down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna have to cut that little piece one more time. That is why you tape it. I know better, but I thought, oh, it'll be fine. Cut that one more time. All right, so these pieces are okay. And we'll just take this off. And I will cut a little tab. I'll try to do it. I'll just have to do it like this. All right, so while we do that, what's everybody been up to this week? Anything fun? Making summer plans for vacation? What do you have going on? Oops. Anything exciting? Do you have any Father's Day plans already? I know it's kind of a ways away, but this thing, okay, I think I got it. I thought it shifted again, but it looks like it worked. Okay, there we go. No summer plans, huh? All right. So now, like I said, we had that little seam on the back side here. So now all we have to do is take your pick tool, or you can even bend it sometimes a little bit if you're not worried about the paper getting bent, but you can just take that pointy edge of the take your pick tool and you can see where that seam is and easily peel that adhesive backing off. So that's where it's nice to have a little bit of a open space when you do a die cut with that adhesive sheet. So that is all just gonna peel right off there, and then we're gonna stick that on top of the can, just like that. And then I don't think I had, so this one doesn't have that seam. So for these, you just have to take that little pointy edge there and just try to work it under that backing, and it should lift right off pretty easily. It may take a second to kind of grab it, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get that off of there. Okay. And then our little pull tab that I had to cut because it moved. Not a problem. There we go. And then for that little pull tab, we just stick that right at the top where that opening is. Just like that. And there's our little can. How cute is that? And then we're gonna stamp this little stamp that comes in the Where's that stamp set here? The Simply Sparkling. So I thought it looked a little naked here. So I'm just going to use this little, whatever this is, the Fizz or something. And I'm going to stamp that in Blueberry Bushel on top of our can here. I have to get a new air conditioning unit tomorrow. Oh, I did see Planet Fitness opened. I haven't made my way over there yet, but I am excited to go give it a try. So as I've said before, if you have a hard time opening these stamp pads, take your thumbs and push where that hinges on the back, and it'll help pop open that stamp pad and make it really easy. So we're just gonna stamp, we're gonna ink up our stamp here, and where the little smaller Fizz as is, we're gonna have that at the top and just stamp that right in the center here. And that just gives it a little bit of decoration. Okay. All right, so that's our can. So we can kind of put that to the side, and then I'll show you how to make the little background banner here. So this is the die that we're using from the Everyday Details dies. Now, these are really cool because some of these, like you'll see this one is kind of the same as this rectangle. So it's got the little line in between the lines of circles. So what that's going to do is it's actually going to die cut a circle that has the, that has the little dots, and then the negative piece that's left behind is also going to have those dots. So you could die cut a circle out of a piece of paper and use the negative, and it'll still have the circles around it. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. It's pretty cool. All right. So we're going to use the dryer sheet technique that I showed you guys before. So this is, I already practiced it a little bit on this. So I have this blank space down here. So I am actually just going to use the other half of my dryer sheet here. And we're going to put the paper where I haven't die cut at the top here. So I'm reusing my new die sheet, or my dryer sheet here. And then we're gonna just die cut at the top. But you can see this is the negative from the other die that I cut. So the edge that's left behind actually has those little dots. So that's pretty cool. So we will put this on here, and I will tape it down because things are moving on me today. I don't know what's going on. And then we will die cut that real quick. So zoom out again for just a second. So again, we have the dryer sheet, a clean dryer sheet. So if you've used part of it, but you have enough space in the clean part, you can use that clean section and put the paper and then the die, and then our second cutting plate goes over that. Oh, it's a little tight. Okay. All right, and now the magic that's so cool with this. So, well, it just kind of peeled right off. So when you take it off, it takes all of those little pieces out of that die. So all those little pieces, this came up with the die, but all those little circles came out of here. And now my paper also smells nice and fresh. So that's pretty cool. I was hoping, it took most of the little circles out of my die, so I don't have to poke all of those out. I still have to poke a few of them out, but it did keep a lot of them on the dryer sheet as well. Okay. So now we're going to take the dad from the Trusty Tools stamp set. Like I said right there, that Trusty Tools is what we're using. And we're going to use our Blueberry Bushel again. And we're going to stamp this over a Stampin' Pierce mat. So whenever you have a photopolymer stamp set like this that's really solid, you really want to use a Stampin' Pierce mat under your paper. And what that's going to do is it's going to give it a little bit of give underneath. So when you push your stamp down, it'll give you that pressure you need to get a nice solid stamped image. So we're just gonna ink up our stamp in that blueberry bushel. And I'm gonna stamp over towards the right top edge, the right top hand corner here. Oh, and it looks like I might need to ink it up a little bit more. Okay, just like that. Pretty good. So by pushing down and having that give underneath from that Stampin' Pierce mat, it made it a lot easier for me to get a nice solid stamped image. So just a little tip for those photopolymer stamps. Now, for our sentiment here, this is all one straight sentiment, but on our belly band, how did I do that with the two different words? Well, I'm going to show you. So we're going to take, I just have some little sticky Post-it notes here. So what you want to do is we're going to mask off one side here. So we're going to actually stamp the your first. So we want to mask off that word that's on the right. So the right side of our paper needs to be masked off. And what we're going to do is we're going to ink it up, and we're going to line up our words so that only the your is exposed to the paper, okay? But we can ink up the whole stamp at one time. Okay, so we ink that up. And now we just line that up so it's right over that edge of that Post-it note is right in between those two words, okay? And then we just stamp that. And now that the rest of the stamp that was inked up, it just goes onto the Post-it note. It doesn't go onto your paper. So now we're going to use that word that's on the right side. So we need to move our Post-it note to the left side, okay? So I'm just going to move this over to right about here. And you may need to adjust it. But what I recommend doing is kind of taking your stamp. And this is the great thing about photopolymer stamps is you can see through them. So you can kind of, not touching the paper, just kind of right above where you think you want to stamp it, line it up to see if your Post-it note is good or if you need to shift it left or right a little bit. But that looks about good. So we're going to stamp up the whole thing once again. And I'm using Poppy Parade for this. And then we'll stamp the So Delightful. And now that your went on to the Post-it note, not my background. And that's how you can break up a sentiment stamp and kind of stamp it where you want it. So I thought that was pretty fun technique to share. So have you guys seen that one before, or is that new to you? I saw it like a couple years ago and I was just amazed and I couldn't wrap my head around it. And I finally decided to play around with it a little bit today, and it was super fun to come up with that. So I hope you give it a try if you haven't done that one before. Okay, and then I just have a little piece of Daffodil Delight that's a little bit bigger than the die, and that kind of goes with our color theme from our candies here. So we're just going to adhere this right onto that Daffodil Delight piece, and we're almost done. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus on there. And everything smells so good now. It smells like my bounce dryer sheets. My craft room is going to smell like laundry. Okay. And then when we put this on, we're going to pop it up, but I kind of want to line it up first to get our soda can on here. So what I did actually, I didn't put it perfectly center on the box. I actually moved it over to the right edge where that belly band is, because the soda can's kind of crooked a little bit. So we want that extra room on the left side. So it's actually going to be off a little tiny bit, but nobody will notice because it's all covered up with that soda can. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus right here, kind of at an angle. And then I'm going to line it up about where I think it's going to be, along that edge of the belly band, have that Daffodil Delight edge along the belly band edge. And then we're going to take our little soda can and kind of put it in place here. Okay. And now we just need to flip this over and add some dimensionals. 6. And if you ever put dimensionals down and you go, oh, these are really hard to get the backing off, it's probably that you need to press the dimensionals down on the paper a little bit more. Because if you try to pull the backing off and the whole dimensional starts to come off, it means that you just need to push it down a little bit more on the paper. All right, so we're just gonna line that up there. And there you go. There is our little gift box for Dad. So what do you guys think? Do you like that one? Do you not really need a gift box for Dad? I don't know. It's always good to have little masculine projects. I always hear people say, oh, masculine stuff is so hard to come up with. So I thought with Father's Day right around the corner, if you had some of these little scallop gift card boxes, you could make a couple, give them to your husband or your dad, father-in-law, stepdad, any dad in your life. I think they would really enjoy this. And like I said, you could fill it with whatever candies. You don't have to stick to my theme of the root beer barrels by any means. I think a movie gift card would be really cool. I thought about doing that for my husband because he loves to go to the movies. So, all right, guys. Well, if you like this project, you liked the little tips and tricks I shared, please let me know. Give me a little thumbs up or a heart and let me know in the comments below what you think of today's project. Oh, thanks so much, Barb. If you have any questions or comments or need help placing an order, you can always reach out to me at jen@stampcampwithjen.com. Don't forget, there's about a week left for that In Color starter kit offer. I would love to have you on the team. Please reach out with any questions, and I hope to see you on the team soon, okay? What else? What else? I always feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Oh, bingo. Don't forget to sign up for bingo. If you're interested, I have 6 people. I need 4 more to sign up so we can make it happen. It's going to be lots of fun, okay? All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for now. I hope you have a fantastic week and a great weekend, and I will see you again right here next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And until then, be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.